Chào mừng quý vị quay trở lại với chương trình Tôi và Việt Nam trên kênh truyền hình FBNC với cuộc trò chuyện cùng ông Finnis là giám đốc điều hành của tổ chức Saigon Children Charity. Welcome back. Thank you.
Thanks.
So all the children that go to your school vocational training after they finish, they're going out looking for a job to improve their life. Do you help them with that process as well after they finish?
Absolutely. I mean,
How?
In fact, even though SCC is an education charity, in that we essentially are helping children to get to school and stay at school, we're actually all about eliminating poverty. So it's a crucial aspect of our work. There is the link between education and work. And so absolutely one of the things I would want to talk to companies about is about how they can support those children and young people in work.
And sometimes they are the children with disabilities? Or?
Occasionally. We tend to be working with quite young children on the disability side, so not so much on the work side. But we have one really successful scheme called Saigon Hospitality. And it's successful because it's very short, and so the young people that take part in that are not having to take themselves out of the work for too long, because when you're in poverty, every day is important. If you're not earning every day, then the family is struggling. So we asked them to give them 6 months of their lives, and in fact, that project did recently work with a number of young people who were hard of hearing. But it's been fantastic successful. So we have almost 100% success, for instance, of young people leaving that course and going into work.
Sure. So besides money, I mean, what kind of help that you're willing to receive from outsiders?
Well, great question. You're absolutely right. It's not just about money. I think that one of the ways that I love that companies here in Vietnam can help us and help others is by offering jobs to young people, and I think also then to be looking at training and things as well. So that so I tend to rest easier at night when one of our young people, we support 3,000 or 4,000 young people at any one time, is that when they're in work, I feel like they're on the road. Their chances of success in the future are that much stronger. So I would say to companies, don't come and talk to us. Don't recruit these young people just because it's a nice thing to do, but come and recruit them because they're the right people for the job. I meet these young people and I see them, and they are enthusiastic and committed, and this is a real job and a real chance for them, and they tend to grab it with both hands because it's so important for them and their family.
So right now, who's the biggest local contributors to your organization?
They tend to be because of the way that we, as we talked earlier on about, so the way we tend to be looking for support, they tend to be the kind of global organisations, if you like.
Sure.
So organisations like ANZ and Prudential, for instance, this year are particularly big and particularly supporting a number of pieces of work that we do. But there are lots and lots of others, particularly oil companies, and I'm thinking about people like Premier and Talisman and others, Dragon Capital, people who maybe it's not the biggest amount of money each year, but they have supported us for a long time and are always there and offering jobs and offering opportunities and looking for ways to engage. And I like that a lot. I think that CSR is not just a function for fun that you should tack on the end of your work. If you integrate it into what you're doing, absolutely the company will benefit. There are really strong benefits for a company to be involved in that.
How do you build your brand as an NGO?
Well, that's a really good question too. Because we don't spend perhaps as much time on that kind of thing as other companies.
I mean, you need to build trust, right? But how do you build your brand then?
Trust is it. It is about, well, first of all, we've been here 20 years, and I think there's something about that. People recognise that we've been here for a long time, and also that we're only here in Vietnam. We don't have international offices.
There's no others.
No, exactly. This is where our focus is and things. And really, at the bottom of all of this is the fact that we do the work, and we do it really, really well. And I think that's what's important at the end of the day. People can work with us, support us and stuff, and then see the result of the support they've given us. And if you continue to deliver like that, I think, then your reputation naturally builds.
What are some of the areas that you think you could improve to make your work better, to make SCC better?
I would love to see more training for individuals working in the sector. I think that at the moment we tend to work with people, for instance, who are social workers, and there's a lot more social work training going on now in Vietnam. But otherwise, people are having to learn just through experience, and I would love there to be...
There's no official training, you just learn by doing?
Yeah, kind of learning by doing, and that's often enough, because obviously, like any organisation, we have the people who work directly with the children, and so social work skills are important. But we also have marketeers, and we have fundraisers, which are kind of sales and marketing. So there's training around for them. But generally, NGOs are still, there are needs around skills and things which I would love to see, those opportunities filled by training, really.
Oh, are those social workers, you recruit them by project, or they work for you?
Yeah, everybody works with SEC full time. Okay. So as an opportunity comes up, then we'll advertise it. We believe very much in having an open recruitment process, which means that every job that we have is open to anyone to apply, and though we'll obviously be stating particular characteristics we will be wanting and things, and then we recruit the best person for the job. And luckily, as I say, as an organisation, we haven't really struggled in that area.
But how can an outside individuals get involved with your work if they don't want to? I mean, they just want to get involved in, by projects like a part-time or something. Any opportunities? Yes,
absolutely. I mean, I think one of the classic ways of being involved with an NGO would be around volunteering and things. And again, I've been amazed since I came to Vietnam by some of the young people, particularly young people, who are giving me sometimes a year of their life, 6 months or a year of their life, will come and work for free, at SEC, which is fantastic.
So what's your plans in the next 3 or 5 years? What is your goal?
Yes. I think that it's absolutely linked into the continuing change in Vietnam. We have to keep a very close eye on what's going on here so that we continue to change to match that. It will be more of the same. One of the things we're going to be focusing much more on is this link between school and work. As it becomes easier in Vietnam to get into school, we still want to make sure that investment of time and energy that the children and families make turn into real change for them. So finding good work for them is going to be more of our work, I think.
Tell me about one of the most unforgettable memory that you have so far after 6 years of doing charity in Vietnam.
So many. I mean, have to say so many. One of the things I've loved about the work here that I haven't had so much experience of back in the UK was seeing the young people grow up and seeing them do well. And there is a huge amount of satisfaction for me in meeting young people when they might be 14 or 15, and that they have a tough life, and because you've seen them, you've seen where they live, and that if you're not careful, they're going to go the wrong way. Okay. And to see them then, that's the advantage of me having been here 6 or 7 years now, to see them having grown up, confident, looking forward to the future, dreaming. I talk often about how often I meet young people with no dreams here, and that's so sad for me. But to give them back their confidence and their dream in the future is just a fantastic privilege.
Thank you so much for your story. Good luck with everything.
Thank you very much.
Thưa quý vị, vừa rồi là những chia sẻ của ông Paul Finnis, là giám đốc điều hành của tổ chức Sài Gòn Children Charity. Đến đây thì chương trình Tôi Việt Nam cũng sẽ được khép lại. Quý vị có thể theo dõi lại chương trình trên trang web toivavietnam.fbnc.com. Thân ái chào tạm biệt và hẹn gặp lại quý vị trong những chương trình kỳ sau. Thank you so much.
Thank you.